la sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón. No, que ya no estamos pa' los tiempos de la high. Ey, hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby, gracias por los likes. Yo estoy con 5 cubanos y 4 en Monsai. Me compro una Hayabusa y no te voy a dar una ray. En verdad prefiero contigo, no me empango, no voy a manchar la Off-White. Si no te gusta, sorry, esa es la que hay. Porque antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba por ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no, ey, pero ya no.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab in this one, Drew Rasmussen. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Yeah, it was nails last time out, worked deep into the ball game, racked up double-digit strikeouts. We'll see if he can repeat that performance in this one.
And now here is Jarren Duran. And that's through there for a strike. So we're underway here in game 2. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Got him looking. And one out now.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here now the Red Sox DH. David Hamilton. First pitch, not close. Hamilton bats left, throws right. 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. One out, bases empty. Fastball for a strike, and it's 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. They got it for out number 2. Let's take a look at our lineup. Two down, bases empty. Here's Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. This to third. Over to first. And Devers is set down. And that is the inning. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy. Our starter in this one, Garrett Crochet. What should we keep an eye on here?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one
ball,
missed.
2 strikes. Two count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Out towards left center. Rafaela puts it away for the out. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Ball one there. Swing and a pop-up. Bregman is under it. And there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. And ball one.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Here's a high chopper. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Scoreless after 1. Second game of the ALCS. And now it's Alex Bregman. Bregman with a homer in his last game. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Rasmussen ready to fire now. That's in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-2. And there's a ball.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy. Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Wilyer Abreu in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. No score here in the second.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
That one misses. 3-2 now. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Oh, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And here's the first baseman, Blake Sable. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next pitch is outside. And that's too high. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Red Sox go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Palacios matched a homer in his last game. Crochet back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
And another ball. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. And that one actually would be grabbed by Story.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Oswald Peraza next to hit for the Rays. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Fastball is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. Stays alive. Out to center. Rafaela has this one sized up. And there's 2 down. Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. Mullins launched a homer in his most recent game. Right through there for a strike.
ball. That's in.
That
Ball
misses the zone,
outside.
and a count 2-1. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's just foul. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Full count pitch, he'll have to wait. Time called at the plate. And there's ball four. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That's worth the price of admission. And the Rays take the lead. It's 2-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Victor Mesa Jr. stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Up and in, and the count now 2-0. Crochet maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. Pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the rookie right fielder. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Mesa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 run across. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. This is the American League Championship Series on the show.
Give me everything you got. Stripping down in the parking lot. Quiet type, watch him hit the spot.
Top half of the 3rd inning, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is lifted in the air. Palacios makes the play, and a quick out, number 1. And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
To the right side, Walls. Throws to first in time. Here's Trevor Story now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. That one missing inside. Jarren Duran on deck for Boston. This one high in the air to left center. Palacios squeezes it, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third, and now it's going to be Taylor Walls.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
That one fouled off. Just
outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Late swing fouled off.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. Backed off the plate that time. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Stepping in, Richie Palacios. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
And the 1-0 misses low. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Action in the pen down there. Brian Bayo up and loosening in the pen. Man at first, one away. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Fastball right back to the mound. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. The Rays strand just the one, but they lead at 3-0. And we're back. And now Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Duran measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP.
Ball one.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, left field. Palacios puts it away for the out. And there's one away. So stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. And first offering is fouled off. The Red Sox hitless so far in the game. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Peraza. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play. And we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell on live action, that's for sure. And, the umpire is so much closer to the play. And he thought he beat the throw, so we'll see.
Here's one more look. They called him safe, and I'm not sure that there's anything. Now it's Devers at the plate. And that one pulled foul. Drilled out towards left center field. Palacios sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now it's Alex Bregman. In there at the knees. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Good eye in that spot. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. One left for the Red Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Brian Bayo.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Nope. Ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
The changeup right there just pulled the string.
Two now. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Contreras, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Fought off foul. Bases empty, one away here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Just missed. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Not
ball
even
one,
close there. And that's ball one. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. Rays 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Second game of the ALCS. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Rasmussen back to work. On the ground, Caminero. Throws across the diamond. One up, one down. And stepping in for Boston, Blake Sabol. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 down, bases empty. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Fly to left his first time. That misses. Ball 1. Inside, just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Nope.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that one wrapped foul. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Line drive and foul ball. Two down, nobody on, and he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
That's a little bit low. Wong off of first with 2 away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's carrying. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The shortstop takes the ball. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Tropicana Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, number 14. Ripped on a line. Durant makes the grab, 1 down.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
So the lineup flips over. Yandy Diaz now. He gets a shot right here against the righty, and he is elite against right-handed pitching. The contact, the average, and delivers the slug. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Swing and a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get the out. Junior Caminero digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. That one not close. Ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
Back now in Tampa Bay, all set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. That one pulled foul. Hammered down the right field line, base hit. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Good pitch hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now here's the Red Sox D8. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. They turn things over to the southpaw, Ian Seymour.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
There's the strike.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And a strike to Devers.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a count 1-2. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. The throw in, safe, and the runner from second scores on the play. It's 3-3.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Alex Bregman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's to third. To second, that's 1. And that's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Richie Palacios. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Kenley Jansen getting ready to go. Slayton getting cranked up as well. Just missed.
Inside, ball 2.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Duran gets under it, and it's caught for the out. And now the shortstop, Oswald Peraza. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Swing and a foul out of play. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Just missed. William Contreras would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We head to the 7th now in game 2. All tied up at 3 apiece. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Fires over to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Blake Sabol. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Go ahead run on base. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. Right through there for a strike. With the go-ahead run at first here in the late stages of game 2. That one the other way. And it gets by him. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Digging in, Cedric Rafaela. The squeeze has popped up. Over to Diaz. There for the out. Runner scores from third. He's in there. 4-3. They take the lead.
Suicide squeeze can be one of the most exciting plays in all of baseball because it's such a layered play and everything comes together so quickly. Right there, it all came together perfectly at a huge time as they take the lead.
Here's Trevor Story. That's in there. And it's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Tosses to first, and Story is out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Red Sox 4 and the Rays 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Outside, and it's 1-0. another ball.
2-0.
Swings through that.
2-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in.
Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical than setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Ryan Baio won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. Brennan Bernardino into the game. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. He's 0 for 1. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Ben Williamson.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Just missed. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Holding on to a 1-run lead as the Rays try and punch back down a run. And misses inside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. To third. Fair ball.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
1 down, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, 1 for 2. Shortened the bunt and missed it, 0-1. Rays down by a run. Strike 2. Misses outside.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Checks over to first, back safely. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And that's his third hit. He'll score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Taylor Walls. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Tied at 4. And fouled off. Now fly ball to right center. Rafaela on the move. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Rays get an RBI double. It's now tied 4-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Garrett Clevenger. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran, 1 for 3.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Hamilton at the plate and takes high there. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's outside, and that's ball 3.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one's in there. 3-1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That clips the corner.
Count is 3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Up and in, ball 4.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Go ahead, run on base, and here is Devers. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. On the ground, right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Runner goes again. Pitch misses to second, and that's not it.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
3-2 on the way. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Pitching change here, Pete Fairbanks.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's in there. Strike one. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Hard hit to third. Slings it across. That ends the frame. So a job well done by the Rays bullpen. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Kenley Jansen. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one into the air center field. Rafaela under it. And there's one down. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Richie Palacios. 0 for 3 in this one. That one outside. 1-0. Movement in the bullpen. Liam Hendricks appears to be getting loose. Slayton also throwing. One down, base is empty. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1-1.
Now time called at the plate. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Snags it for the second out.
Let's go.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Oswald Peraza. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. This game's all tied at 4. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses across to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Blake Sable now at the plate, known for his late inning heroics. This one in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. And next for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit right there. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Go-ahead run on base. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Center field. Mullins settles under it. Makes the grab. And that's the third out. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. And we are tied 4-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Jansen back to work. And it's fouled off. Jansen fires. Misses outside, and the count is 1-1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Aroldis Chapman getting loose out there. Time called. Next offering misses. 2-1. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Four in the ninth. Little chopper rolls foul. And here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And he beats it for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, there's no shorting up with 2 strikes right there. I mean, it looked to me like he had one thing on his mind, and that was trying to end this ball game. You know, it's kind of surprising since he was leading off this inning, but when you look at the long ball and how often it's relied upon in terms of scoring runs, being able to win ball games, I guess I'm not so surprised with the way he went after that with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Tied at 4. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ben Williamson next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And there's a foul ball. Not close with that one. And it's a ball and a strike. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Trying to send this to extra innings. That got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Now it's the right fielder. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Jansen with a move to first.
No, he's safe.
Down and away for ball 1. Strike 1.
Well, interesting strategy there. He must have seen something after that first pitch. Didn't attempt to bunt, but here on the second one he does.
And strike 2. For a hit, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. And we are tied 4-4. Back here at Tropicana Field, we're in extras here, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trevor Story. That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Duran up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 2-2. Fly ball down the line. Palacios drops into the glove, and there's 2 down. Now it's the DH, David Hamilton. Fairbanks, 31 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2015. 2 outs. Check swing, called strike.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2. On the corner for a strike. And a full countdown. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a drive. Deep right field. Ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Justin Slayton. So back to the top of the order. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. Out of here. And that ends the game. Wow. He shoots one out to right. And the Rays walk it off in game 2.
In the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but the doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you trace your drink, dog. You just gotta open your eyes. This world is up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no worse feeling when you a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I show them the utmost, man, that shit is so cutthroat. That was one mistake. Boy, I won't make that shit again. Never let up close. So, it's mama too. This dedication, boy, I want the drama too. And I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like Tyronn Lue. Quick pause, but this music industry be like a 12, but I could cop a few new cribs only with the highest view. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you chase your dream. No, you just gotta open your eyes.
I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me by the doors off. I ran out of Papa's. If he nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think it's a game and I bought the controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. I've been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just went bought her a stroller. My just lost his father. I just went bought her my shoulder.
And I'm getting smarter and older. Call Mr. Carter the Yoda. We do this all for the culture. I bought a house in Miami. And I'm lying, it's cheaper. I bought it in Boca. My just lost his mom, man. I can do, I just called him and offered some closure. Then I pulled off in a Rover. I thought that I told you my talking. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you chase your dream. No, you just gotta open your eyes.
But you could be my dinner. She said, why you always got your head high in the
It's the Tampa Bay Rays squaring off against their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. First pitch moments away. And pitching in this game, Tanner Houck.
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Ready to go? And the batter now, Yandy Diaz. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway in Game 3. And the 0-1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Diaz went deep in his most recent game. And that one hammered. And that one will bang off the wall near the pesky pole.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now here is Taylor Walls. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Abreu going back on this one. And that one is out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. There's a strike.
0-1.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in Game 3 of the ALCS. Outside low, going to count 1-2. Got him swinging. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. First pitch, and he just misses.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So 2 down now, and here is Richie Palacios. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Rafaela makes the catch, inning over. The Rays with a 2-run homer, and it's 2-zip. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Back here in Boston, and today's starter, Paul Skeens.
Really labored his last time out. 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jarren Duran. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. Not in time. He bunks his way aboard to lead off the frame.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
And now David Hamilton. Fastball for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
In the air, out towards right center. One down. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Rafael Devers in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Durant, the runner at second with one away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that eats him up. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by one.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Alex Bregman. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. And downstairs.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
In the dirt, but kept close. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Caminero sizing this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mullins should have this one. Makes the catch. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Out. Back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
2 straight.
In the dirt, the count now 2-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Fouled off to the right. That one not close. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Tampa. They lead it 2-1. Bottom half of inning number 2. So stepping in for Boston, Blake Sabol. Up the middle. Walls throws to first. That's one out, the bottom of the 2nd.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Connor Wong will hit next. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
One out, bases empty. That one at triple digits.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Next offering is in for a strike. Outside. Off the mark there. And the count's full. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. And now 1 and 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they make short work of them there. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Rays 2 and the Red Sox 1. On to the third inning. Here's the rookie right fielder, Victor Mesa Jr. Mesa measures 6 feet even, 23 years old. And he's usually in center, but today starting in right.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Yandy Diaz digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty.
Nope, outside.
This one in the air, center field. Rafaela under this one. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Taylor Walls. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. And the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 3 of the ALCS. Swing and a bouncer. To first, save. And runners at the corners after the infield single.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Wong collects, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. 2 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rays 2 and the Red Sox 1. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. Here's the veteran shortstop, Trevor Story. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Ooh, buy-in. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now batting Jarren Duran. A single and a run scored and a walk. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Trying to bunt his way on. And that's a foul ball. Schemes, winds and deals. And the slider just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Mullins in pursuit. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. David Hamilton, the next to hit. Flied to right his first time. And ball 1.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3. That's 101 from Skeens. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Back in Boston, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Richie Palacios. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, these Rays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile, and it's 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Wong gathers, throws to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now it's going to be Jonathan Aranda, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now it's William Contreras. Caught looking his first time up. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Out. 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one ripped, and now maybe extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Victor Mesa Jr. next to hit for the Rays. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andrew Chafin, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Hendricks also getting ready. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now at Fenway. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Say goodbye to that one. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. Foul ball there.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
Stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Bregman takes downstairs. Good job to fight that one off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Now the first baseman,
Blake Sable up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Caminero makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Solo blast ties it for Boston. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece.
Look at me. I'm feeling so powerful. Look at me.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Back to work. Just missed.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a swing and a miss.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Next to hit, Taylor Walls. That's off the mark, and that's ball one. And another ball. Devers makes the catch. 2 down. Shohei Ohtani next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of the ALCS. That one misses, and the count's even at 2. And there's a ball. Junior Caminero next to bat for Tampa. Two outs. And that's outside ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Andrew Chafin gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Go ahead run on base. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Junior Caminero. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at-bat. So a strong showing there from the Boston bullpen. Home half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. Now, Connor Wong. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Got it. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Cedar Rafaela getting ready to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away. Here's Story now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In for a strike. 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. That one at triple digits.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that's downstairs and outside. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. We are tied 2-2. New inning getting started. Now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Chafin, a 6'2 southpaw, 235 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. And he lays down a bunt. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Go ahead run on base. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Swinging a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Go to second.
I think on that one right there, they were just trying to stay out of the double play. Guy at the dish isn't very fast, so anything on the ground in the infield is most likely going to be a double play. So you can't fault the team for trying to force the issue. Make sure that they create an opportunity here to score a run in this inning.
William Contreras next to hit for the Rays. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that misses. And the count is 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees. cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. And now, David Hamilton. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Late swing, foul to the left.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economic.
They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Runner at first with 2 away. At the plate, Alex Bregman. This one in the air. Diaz moves under it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And the Red Sox leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Slayton. So digging in, Cedric Mullins. Fouled off left side. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. And it's a full count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next, Victor Mesa Jr. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 3. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 3. That's too low. 1-0. Into center. Rafaela. Long run on his horse. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. And a foul ball. He stays alive. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a good eye there. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
And here's the first baseman, Blake Sabol.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
With the go-ahead run at first here in Game 3 of the ALCS. Next offering is down low.
1 strike.
Sliced hard but foul. And a swing and a miss. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Hook gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Paul Skeens gives way, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back. A new arm into the game, the righty Mason Engler. Now a chance for Connor Wong, and that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Runner on the go. Engler checks on first, and he's back in easily. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And here is Ceddanne Rafaela. That one fouled off. just missed. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mesa snags it, and that will end the inning. One left for the Red Sox, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Kenley Jansen. And stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. He's already homered in this game. Gets the outside corner with that one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Jansen with a move to first. Walls dives back in safely. Into the outfield, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top of the eighth. And that misses. Ball two.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Jansen fires. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Runner edges away at second. Laser base hit around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in Game 3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the left fielder.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Stephen Kwan. Runners at the corners for him with nobody out. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1's the count.
Ohtani, the runner at third. Caminero at first with no outs. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Oh, 2 now. Got it. And now 1 away. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Kenley Jansen departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Aroldis Chapman will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. So now a pinch hitter, Oswald Peraza. 1 out, runners at the corners for him. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
This one in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now the catcher for the Rays, William Contreras. 0 for 3 in this one. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Then a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Wong down to first with it, and they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout at end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Trevor Story. Engler back to work. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Duran, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
That's a ball.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that quickly 2 away. So now here's the DH, David Hamilton. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
To the right side, Peraza tosses to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. They're down 3-2. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Brennan Bernardino.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now here is Cedric Mullins. And that drops in for a strike. Bernardino, a 6'4" lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rafaela makes the catch, and there's one gone. Victor Mesa Jr. next to hit for the Rays. Line drive, makes the grab for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. So they go quietly there. Hard of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. Rays 3 and the Red Sox 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Mason Miller.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Well, one-run game. Now the third baseman, Rafael Devers. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And fouled off.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One-run game, bottom 9. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Way high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Bregman in the box now. Takes strike one.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. And the next pitch is way outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Next pitch is outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
And he gets Bregman. Now only one out remaining.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And now here is Wilyer Abreu. Fastball the inside corner for a strike. A one-run lead here in the late stages of Game 3. A changeup missing, and it's 1-1. Miller is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.